And here she is at her deposition. So right now she's facing time for human trafficking. I think 25 to life. What did she say to the FBI? Did she fold? Because so far she stayed 10 toes down.
Ms. Maxwell, were you a close friend and confidant of Jeffrey
Stop saying
Epstein?
mommy.
I would like to answer your question, but on the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer this question and any related questions. My habeas petition is pending in the Southern District of New York. I therefore invoke my right to silence under the Fifth Amendment.
She's pleading the Fifth. Pleading the Fifth.
To the U.S. Constitution.
Let the record reflect that Ms. Maxwell has invoked the Fifth Amendment against self-incrimination. Ms. Maxwell, please.
It's a Radiohead accent. Yeah, it sounds like she's speaking in AI. Fitting, happy, happier, healthy.
Be very clear. Are you declining to answer the question put to you solely on the ground that you believe the answer will incriminate you?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to silence.
Bro, look at why is her lawyer eyeing down the camera like that? Man, also, you could probably get you can maybe get a looks maxer. This is not good optics, right? Someone that fat. Oof. Would you want this person to be representing you? I don't know. I would want to get someone who looks like Clav, right?
Maxwell, did you at any time play any role in Jeffrey Epstein's activities involving the recruitment, grooming, or trafficking of young women or girls?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to silence.
Let the record reflect that Ms. Maxwell has invoked the Fifth Amendment against self-incrimination. Ms. Maxwell, please be very clear.
Plead in the Fifth.
Are you declining to answer the question put to you solely on the ground that you believe the answer will incriminate you?
What's that Stephen King book to movie that starred the fat woman who was, like killing children?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to silence.
Okay. Oh, you guys are saying mommy, bro, that haircut is brutal. I know she's in prison and stuff, but like anyone saying that, this looks like Woody Allen with the female wig on. Bro, she looks like a Jewish Karen. What are you guys saying mommy about? This is the Karen haircut, but for a Jewish pedophile. It looks like she's not going to call the manager. It looks like she's going to call Mossad.
Maxwell, have you ever coerced, directed, or otherwise instructed any young woman or girl to provide sexual favors to Mr. Epstein or any other individual?
She pleads the Fifth, huh?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to silence.
Silence.
Let the record reflect that Ms. Maxwell has invoked the Fifth Amendment against self-incrimination. Ms. Maxwell, please be very clear. Are you declining to answer the question put to you solely on the ground that you believe the answer will incriminate you?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to silence.
She's not saying a word. Not saying a word.
Ms. Maxwell, did you and Jeffrey Epstein attempt to surround yourselves with...
Actually, it does look like the lawyer ate too much ice cream and beef jerky. It looks like all those pounds of beef jerky, all that pizza that was emailed back and forth in the files, that went right to the lawyer. Now we know. Okay. It wasn't all these crazy schizo conspiracy theorists. The lawyer, this is who was shipping all the beef jerky from the freezer to the island.
Influential individuals to curry favor and shield yourselves from potential scrutiny.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to silence.
Let the record reflect that Ms. Maxwell has invoked the Fifth Amendment against self-incrimination. Ms. Maxwell, please be very clear. Are you declining to answer the question put to you solely on the ground that you believe the answer will incriminate you?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to silence.
Look at that stare down too, like, yeah, bitch. Yeah, my client not folding.
Ms. Maxwell, can you please provide us with all the names of other additional co-conspirators to the crimes perpetuated by you and Jeffrey Epstein?
Plead the Fifth.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to silence.
Let the record reflect that Ms. Maxwell has invoked the Fifth Amendment against self-incrimination. Ms. Maxwell, please be very clear. Are you declining to answer the question put to you solely on the ground?
Also, what is this room? Is this a hospital? Why the fuck? What is this white backdrop? What is this painting here? Where are they? What is this place? Like, why?
That you believe the answer will incriminate you.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right.
Is this the tree of life? Is this...
To silence.
Ms. Maxwell, is it your intention to answer every question put to you by the committee today with the assertion of your Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to silence.
The answer to that is yes also. So just as her lawyer, I'll tell you, yes, that's her intention.
So this is not a lawyer. This is her transcriber, the one filled up with beef jerky. So
I am morbidly obese and find your comments insulting beyond comprehension.
how dare you? Sorry, Greta Thunberg. I'm sorry, but I think right now anybody standing on this side, anybody on that side of it, it's probably okay to criticize a little
The
bit.
Republican chairman of the House
What's the
Oversight
result?
Committee, James Comer, has emerged from that hearing and informed all of us that Ghislaine Maxwell has decided to take the Fifth Amendment and refuse to answer any questions.
Wolf Blitzer.
Listen to what he's saying.
Ready? As expected, Ghislaine Maxwell took the Fifth and refused to answer any questions. This obviously is very disappointing. We had many questions to ask about.
It's funny that they look like disappointed, but you saw that video of Lutnick, I think his name is, behind Trump, laughing hysterically every time child rape was brought up. The guy standing right behind Trump just starts maniacally laughing.
Crimes she and Epstein committed, as well as questions about potential co-conspirators. We sincerely want to get to the truth to the American people and justice for the survivors.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's what this investigation
I'm sure that's why it took 10 years to
is
release.
about.
I'm sure, especially when on the files it saw that the FBI was doing a child sex trafficking raid, and on the island the same day he puts in an order for $4,300 worth of sulfuric acid, which is used to dissolve things like bodies, but it was probably just there to dissolve all the beef jerky and ice cream. It's not like he was tipped off by somebody who knew that the FBI was going to raid him that day.
I want to mention the next steps. We can confirm we have 5 more depositions in the book scheduled for the Epstein investigation. On February 18th, Lex Wexner, who is a financial client.
Les Wexner, the multi-billionaire rich Zionist in Ohio who was financing Jeffrey Epstein. And so again, the narrative that Epstein worked for Russia, why the fuck is this rich Zionist, Les Wexner, CEO of Victoria's Secret, financing him? I'm sure it's because he was I'm sure that Zionist wanted to give it to Russia. And again, they look disappointed here, but look at Lutnick, which is one of Epstein's, allegedly, in my opinion, one of his best friends. Every time rape was brought up, look how he acts.
Hosting some kind of gathering of top advisors this evening to talk about how to respond to the Epstein situation.
I don't know. I could ask you that question. I don't know of it, but I.
Hosting some kind of gathering of top advisors this evening.
What's funny about this?
How to respond to the
It's hilarious to him. He can't even contain it. He can't even contain how funny it is that it's being covered up.
Of Epstein, and I believe the former CEO of Victoria's Secret. February 26th, we have former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. February 27th, former President Bill Clinton. March 11th, Richard Kahn, Epstein's accountant. And March 19th, Darren Endike, Epstein's lawyer. So we will continue to move forward and try to get answers for the American people.
Do you think that Britain's royal family has questions to answer to you at the meeting?
Well, we would love to hear, from anyone. Obviously, I can't subpoena in foreign countries, or I would have done that in the Biden investigation. But do you have anything to add, Andy?
I'll just add one thing that
Someone said they're all involved in civil war. I mean, realistically, like, what's really going to happen? Are the Goyim really going to unite, or are we just going to all cheer on Bad Bunny at the Goy Bowl? Like, what are we really going to do?
that the attorney for Ms. Maxwell said that she has no indication and would say that neither Presidents Trump or Clinton.
Her lawyer said,
are
if Trump gives clemency, she'll tell all. Do it.
Who's clemency?
culpable for any wrongdoing, and that's one thing they said in his opening statement to us today.
Was Ghislaine Maxwell put under pressure to stay silent?
What's that?
Was Ghislaine Maxwell put under pressure to stay silent today?
Of course she was. Of course she was put under pressure to stay silent, but also it's strategy. So she's saying that she pleads the Fifth, but she'll speak fully and honestly if Trump grants her. Oh, okay.